Following the highs and lows of her romance with rapper Jim Jones for years, Chrissy Lampkin recently shocked everyone by announcing that she is now a mother at the age of 53. Spreading unending rumors about marriage and kids in spite of Chrissy's declaration that she wasn't eager to get married or focus on having kids. Life has a way of working itself out, and she has already unpredictably given birth to her first child, but what should have been a joyful occasion quickly turned into a medical emergency. Chrissy's health fight following delivery was startlingly revealed just hours after the news broke in an exclusive interview with Dr. Jackie Walters, best known for her role on Married to Medicine. Since then, there have been a number of reactions, prayers, and heated debates on social media about whether or not this pregnancy was intended, but what really transpired, what issues did Chrissy encounter, and how is Jim Jones doing? Chrissy Lampkin was one of the most vocal women on reality TV. She made her first public appearance on Love and Hip Hop New York, when she and Jim Jones spoke. Supporters saw Chrissy's strong opinions about delaying marriage, their difficulties, and their engagement as a behind-the-scenes look at their unusual affair, because it was evident that when it was reported that Chrissy was 53 years old and expecting, the internet went into a frenzy. Many of her admirers were astonished, but she had never prioritized children throughout the years. Almost immediately after giving birth, Chrissy's postpartum journey took a turn for the worse, and medical professionals were eager to warn about the risks of falling pregnant later in life. Shortly after the news of Chrissy's birth broke, one of the nation's most renowned OB/GYNs, Dr. Jackie Walters, took the stage for an exclusive interview to discuss the reality of late pregnancy, but she was unable to provide specifics due to medical privacy regulations. However, she did disclose that Chrissy had serious problems that needed to be addressed. According to Dr. Jackie, Chrissy's body underwent tremendous strain to deliver her kid, resulting in serious postpartum problems. She reportedly lost an amount of blood after giving delivery, which can be fatal if left untreated. This kind of issue is more prevalent in elderly moms because the uterus loses. Dr. Jackie verified that Chrissy's blood pressure increased to dangerous levels following birth, raising her risk of heart failure, stroke, or even seizures. In contrast to younger Chrissy has remained in the hospital longer than anticipated since physicians are attentively monitoring her condition. Older women often endure more severe symptoms than mothers who are usually home within a few days. Social media reactions to Dr. Jackie's interview broke out as soon as it was shown, with many fans expressing postpartum difficulties because the body finds it more difficult to recuperate from the stress of pregnancy. Prayed for Chrissy and offered her well wishes. Other people asked if she had been adequately told about the risks before choosing to have a child at her age. Chrissy is getting great medical care. I love Chrissy, but I was so worried when I heard she was pregnant at 53. This is so risky. Praying for her full recovery, Dr. Jackie remarked, acknowledging that her road to recovery won't be easy. Another said, Jim Jones should be by her side all the time because this is difficult for her at her age. Critics say that Chrissy may have put herself in needless danger. Many people supported Chrissy, who made the comment, was this really the best decision? She knew the risks of having a baby at 53. I hope she pulls through. Stop acting like a woman's life is over, one supporter said, adding that women should be free to make their own choices without fear of judgment and that children are a blessing at any age past the age of 50. Wishing her a quick recovery, physicians are still keeping a careful eye on Chrissy. If she wanted to become a mother, let her. The next several weeks will be crucial if her body reacts well to therapy, according to reports. And her doctors are closely monitoring her recuperation. This dispute has sparked a wider discussion on whether having children is safer for older women than it is advantageous. If the issues arise, she may need more medical attention or a lengthier hospital stay. Continue, but she may soon be freed. Then comes the crucial matter of Jim Jones's reaction, as he hasn't yet made any public statements, although people close to the pair claim he has, despite some fans questioning whether Jim is actually helping Chrissy through this trying time because of his past fear of commitment. Insiders say he has been there for her. One Twitter user said, Jim better be doing everything for Chrissy right now because she just had his child at 53, no excuses, in an effort to ensure she has everything she needs as she recovers. While many people are celebrating Chrissy Lampkin's New role as a mother, others are gravely concerned about her well-being and whether or not this was the right decision in the end. Evident that in addition to her personal health concerns and her journey into fatherhood, Chrissy is undergoing a challenging recovery and needs all the love and support she can get. 53 has sparked a lot of conversation about late-stage pregnancies in general, and supporters are eagerly awaiting information in the hopes that Chrissy will survive. What do you think of this unexpected development? Fans and medical professionals have differing opinions about her choice, with some believing that motherhood is a fantastic experience that shouldn't be limited by age. They think having a child is a beautiful thing for a woman as long as she is emotionally, financially, and physically ready. Others are concerned about the health risks of late pregnancies for both the mother and the unborn child, while others think that all children should be honored. Women over 40 who become given these factors, certain women in their 50s are at risk for developing problems during pregnancy, including gestational diabetes, high blood pressure, and genetic abnormalities for the fetus. Should think about other choices for enlarging their family, such as adoption or surrogacy. Chrissy's news, however, demonstrates a growing movement of women who are challenging traditional beliefs regarding parenthood and demonstrating that age is irrelevant in reaching their goals, like beginning a family. Do you believe that having children later in life presents health risks? Do you believe that motherhood is a blessing that is age neutral, or do you think women should be more conscious of this? Please leave your thoughts in the space provided below, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. To remain informed about Chrissy's journey and breaking celebrity news, like and share our content. We'll keep a careful eye on this subject and let you know when new information becomes available. Come back for more interesting content, but not for prenatal care. Why was she at a private medical facility if she wasn't there for prenatal checkups? What if she wasn't actually pregnant while purportedly expecting? Just when you thought things couldn't get any more shady, an old acquaintance of Chrissy's stepped out and essentially verified our worst fears. You're telling me that if she decided to carry off a prank like this, she would make it look authentic? She stated bluntly that Chrissy and Jim have always made strategic business decisions. Let's take a moment to focus on something else since if this baby is real, there is only one person behaving over the top. This whole situation may have been a well-planned public relations gimmick for what? We already know Mama Jones was against this pregnancy from the beginning and didn't hold back at all, even wondering if the baby was really Jim, but this is where it becomes suspect. Becomes even more bizarre, there are now rumors that Mama Jones may have acted alone. I realize it sounds drastic, but let me explain. We've seen Mama Jones cross the line in the past regarding Jim and Chrissy's relationship. Secondly, she was among the last individuals spotted close to the infant prior to the alleged disappearance. And thirdly, please clarify. Why did a neighbor say that they seen her leaving Chrissy and Jim's house in the middle of the night with something wrapped in a blanket? Since we can't verify anything, but let's get right to the point. If Mama Jones did take the baby, where is it now, and why isn't anyone taking any action? Speaking of questionable behavior, we need to have a conversation about Jim Jones because there's something strange about his vibe. Why is he behaving so casually about this? Why is he posting vague remarks about the haters rather than taking action? Remember that Jim Jones has recently been having serious financial difficulties. Rumors circulated last week that he was deeply indebted and covertly attempting to sell off part of his what if this whole baby thing is just a diversion from something bigger? The internet is consuming this, and Twitter is exploding with speculations. He needs his assets to keep afloat. Jim and Chrissy's baby is missing, but what if there was never a baby to begin with? The maths isn't working, someone tweeted. Another person wrote, Mama Jones undoubtedly snatched the baby, and since this incident affected everyone so deeply, we need an FBI-level inquiry. What if Jim and Chrissy staged this baby to gain sympathy and are now unsure of how to wrap up the story? Line? And listen. Is there really nothing off the table right now? Let's face it, celebrities enjoy creating drama when it suits them. What if they believed that this publicity trick would increase their prominence, but now we need to know if this baby is real or not, and if it is, where is it now and why is there no missing person? Report why nobody is speaking in their circle, because the longer this goes on, the more suspicious it becomes. And believe me, this is not the end of the story, because part 3 will delve even further into the if you thought that part 2 was crazy. Just wait, because now the cover-ups and the dubious intentions behind this crazy situation are about to grow even darker. The question is not even if the baby was real, rather, it is how far Jim Jones and Chrissy Lampkin will go to conceal the truth. Trust me when I say you, the more we look into the stranger the narrative, the more it will come to light. Let's resume where we left off. Jim Jones is out here playing too cool to care, Chrissy has all but vanished, and Mama Jones is pretending as though she doesn't know anything. I don't understand why. As soon as people began to ask too many questions, fresh information surfaced, and an unnamed informant came forward to say they had evidence that a close relative had the infant. But as it happens, that purported evidence is only some shaky, low-quality surveillance film that shows a mysterious person leaving Jim and Chrissy's home late at night. Excuse me, do they really think we'll take that as evidence? Where's the clear video? Where's the police report? Oh, no, there isn't one because the infant was never formally reported. But really, what's going on here? Because, let's consider this for a moment. If your child disappears, what would you do first? Call the police, notify the media, freak out. But Jim and Chrissy are chilling and posting cryptic Instagram comments as if nothing happened. It seems like they don't want the police to get involved, but why may that be the case? Truly began looking into it, they would discover that there had never been a baby in the first place. I know I'm not alone in thinking this, since when a reporter questioned Jim Jones about it, and his reaction to the incident last night was, to put it mildly, questionable. He laughed and added, "People love making up stories, so you guys should mind your own business." Oh, I see. I don't know about you, but Mama Jones is watching, so it was everyone's business when you guys wanted attention for this secret baby storyline. Now, we should mind our own business. Guiltier by the second, so let's continue our conversation about her because, guess what? She disappeared without posting anything on social media following her dubious late-night exit from Jim and Chrissy's house. No public appearances, and for a drama-loving woman, why the abrupt silence? Perhaps she knows something we don't, and then, just when you think things can't get any stranger, she's spotted meeting with an enigmatic individual in a remote area of New Jersey, and learning that he was once a private investigator doesn't seem to indicate that we should put an end to this scandal before it blows out, but the problem is that it's too late since people are searching for answers, the internet is booming, and the streets are talking. Now, things get even more sinister because a fresh anonymous source just released a shocking revelation that Chrissy was never pregnant. Yes, a surrogate was involved all along, and all of a sudden everything makes sense. There are no pregnancy pictures or baby bumps, and Chrissy's strange seclusion is lifted. But wait, there's more. According to the same source, the surrogate never received full payment, and you know what? She took the kid back. If this is accurate, then Jim and Chrissy weren't mourning parents. They were outplayed, and to be honest, they deserved the consequences if they believed they could take advantage of this woman and fail to uphold their end. However, the real question is, where is the surrogate today, since she vanished from social media and interviews as soon as people began to look into it? It seems as though someone made sure she was silenced before she could reveal the truth, and if that doesn't make you shudder, I don't know what will, because we're not just discussing a lost child anymore, this may be a full-fledged Hollywood conspiracy. Prior to Jim's financial troubles, Chrissy and Jim were involved in dubious activities. Given Chrissy's recent fortune, it's possible that they could have viewed her pretending to have a child as their largest payout to date. Perhaps they intended to sell unique first-time baby pictures or acquire an agreement for a reality show. But when things fell, they had to retreat before the now that the truth has exploded. Anything is imaginable given how out of control this story has become, from tragedy to a scandal in Hollywood quickly, and believe me, we haven't heard the end of it. Since I am aware of one thing regarding Hollywood drama, the reality is always emerges, and as it does, Jim and Chrissy needs to prepare herself for the repercussions. But I'd like to hear from, do you believe that a baby was ever born? Does Mama Jones have a secret agenda? Are we seeing one of the most significant PR campaigns Hollywood's history of frauds? Drop your comments below, and if you'd want to keep up with this crazy trip, hit that subscribe, like, and comment because we still have a long way to go with this mess turn. On-post alerts remain clear and in the next one, I'll see you because nothing in Hollywood is ever as it seems.